Damas y caballeros, ¿cómo están? Bienvenidos a Vikingo Starman, canal gamer. Hola, ¿qué tal? Hace Combat 7. It's Combat 7. Hace Combat 7. Ya mi gente, estaba cargando el juego. Vamos a ver desde un inicio qué tal nos va. Pulsa cualquier letra para entrar. Esto se juega con teclado y mouse. O sea, creo que se juega también con joystick, pero no creo que sea lo mío. A ver qué dice aquí. A ver qué bajar. Y aceptar. Ya, aceptar. No te queda de otra, pero aceptar y no puedes jugar, pues, weón. Tienda Steam. ¿Qué tiene la tienda Steam? Pero no me interesa. Llamé ya a la página si quiero comprar alguna cosa. Qué sé yo. Tatatán. Comprar, se compra. Ya, esto ya está listo. Que les recuerdo que este juego está en oferta a 3.073 pesos, solo que costó, ¿cierto? Claro que hay otras cosas que están caristas, pero en fin. La cosa es que está en oferta. Y volver. Ya. Entonces, estamos en modo campaña. Voy a reiniciar la historia porque ayer, como lo compré, tengo que revisar que el juego me corra correctamente, qué sé yo, bla, bla, bla. Y vamos a empezar de inicio. ¿Estás seguro de reiniciar? Sí. Y vamos a jugar en fácil. No sé cómo nos va a ir.
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my
Otra
dreams
vez.
is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. but technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up. Straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osia's fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Right. You should have put in my best with you, piece of junk. Should have built a return too.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usea as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Usian ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that? There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead. What? How is that possible?
The tank farm to the north has been bombed!
Many injured!
Scramble. All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base. This is not a drill.
Ya, creo que nos toca la primera misión, gente. Enter, siguiente, ¿no? Ya, el Tiger, no sé yo. Este es un clon, no sé qué. Y el target de 1.25. Inicio de misión. Un 104. Ah, el avión. Velocidad, menos manejo. No tiene munición ni armas. ¿Cómo usar este? No tiene munición ni arma. Ya, tengo que usar el F-16. Ya, bueno. Misil aire-aire. Selecciona antiavión. Especial, despegue.
Each squadron aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Ya. Derriba a bombardero enemigo. Primera misión, vamos.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron. Your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and be back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a recruiting party.
Ahí está, vamos, W.
Good luck.
Expulsado para
Do me a
avanzar.
favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Viene la reunión.
Column Squadron and your men are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1. Mage 2 altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
Estuve todo el rato conectado, nadie se conectó, recién ahora se
Any more
conecta.
casualties? Time to stop the bullshit.
Número 3.
Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Going for understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers.
Aliado.
They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm the wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers.
900 kilómetros por hora. A 2000. No sé si está en kilómetros, en vía aérea,
Okay,
en millas
here we go.
terrestres.
Looks like bombers have been located. It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight. You're a good pilot. Or so I told them. I had to fill an empty spot, so play along.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy. Way overhead. Let's go introduce ourselves.
Fuel storage is intact. The tasking for another round. All escorts roll up for another attack. Point is 835.
It didn't connect. Watch out for the support aircraft.
MiG 21, cacha, weón. ¿Qué cuesta tanto pillar al puto MiG, weón?
He's mine. Not getting away.
This is like one. I'm fighting. Enemy missile losing. Breaking.
Enemy support eliminated. This should make the job easier. Destroy the target. Mage 2, missile away. Missile connected. Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2.
bombers. Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet.
O sea, 6.000 metros de distancia.
Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
No los puedo dar alcance.
Page 2, locked.
Tengo que... multi-objetivo.
That's it. It's great when it's simple. Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Page 2. Not too shabby, Page 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back in base if you can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Page 1 over. Tally 2 bandits. Copy that. It's bomber and an escort. Oh, there, Trigger. Settle down. Page 2. Maintain your element with Page 1. Do not break off. Page 1. Make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco. Color 2. Let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
I'm Ram.
Column. Page. 2 new enemy groups. Target is down. Attaboy, Trigger.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs. I can't tell them apart. Enemy's got a lock. Maneuver behind the enemy.
Puta, ya estoy medio tío.
Don't let them destroy the harbor! Where the hell are our fighters? The harbor's under heavy fire!
Locked.
Page 2 bandit confirmed down.
They can burn with their whole payload. Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay
Puedo
sharp, think
acostumbrarme al...
fast.
Roger that.
¿No? Tengo creo, no, pero está bien. Puta que me cuesta mover el avión, culiao.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight commander looks like he's got what it
Misión
takes.
cumplida.
Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Aquí tengo una botella de ahí de que llenar con el líquido que está con el-
Column Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Column 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
Seawater at Gunther Bay. I am Princess Rosa Cassette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. Situation is tight. That's it.
MiG-31B Foxhound. Ah, el cañonero. He completado
We are
la primera
currently
misión.
assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over. Many more, sir. That means you have our thanks.
Ah, no hay de qué. Siguiente misión. Tengo de aquí hasta las 10 antes de...
As of 1 p.m. today,
de la
the
reunión.
Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Ocean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Ocean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Ocean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Erusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Erusia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Ocean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Erusian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Ocean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Erusia was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oceans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Erusians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Erusia, paid for by the Oceans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner.
Oh, yo quiero matar aviones, no quiero escuchar a la mina hablar. Ya, F1, chao. Bla, 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 bla. No me interesa el bla, bla, viejo. Quiero matar aviones. Que aparezca el avión y dispárale esa wea. ¿Cuál es la misión?
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Eurasian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Erusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and...
Hay que matar, hay que destruir, parece que eso es fácil. Ah, radares. Vehículos de radar, no sé qué, radares. O sea, árbol de aviones. Hay varios tipos de aviones, qué sé yo. El F-14, el Mirage 2000, el MiG-29. Ah, ese está bloqueado. Puntos actuales. Aire, tierra. Bastante quiero ver algo más, así que vengo al tiro. Calmación, dijo. Quiero cerrar la web de juego. A ver. Ya, entonces tengo que mejorar el F16. Estamos en esta, bueno, la campaña. Continuar.
As of 1 p.m. today,
Yeah,
the king...
chao. Chao.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Eurasian continent stationing the IUN peace. Right after the declaration was
Ya,
made, around the continent
bueno, como es la
that
primera
major
misión, le
damage
vamos a
to our
dejarlo aquí
forces.
hasta este momento. Yo
Forces
voy a
aligned
revisar
with
más tarde,
Erusia
cosas
are
que hacer. Hay que una
currently
reunión
appearing
con los amigos del Metal Storm,
The
ya,
combination
en
of
mi
these
grupo,
forces
así
has overwhelmed the
que...
majority of the continent.
Como siempre,
They are
querido
now
amigo,
approaching
les
us
recuerdo no
east.
olvides dejar un like, comentar, compartir. Si no estás suscrito, te invito a suscribirte. El otro, acá abajo en la descripción de este video tiene mi cuenta de PayPal y mi cuenta corriente de FALABELLA en caso que quieras aportar monetariamente con este canal. Bueno, nos estamos viendo, mi gente querida. Hasta la próxima. Muchas gracias. Chao, chao.